Prepare to be captivated by the thrilling world of Hackney's drug game, where survival is just the tip of the iceberg. Enter the realm of Dushane, a relentless force who not only navigates the pressure of this dangerous realm, but also achieves his every desire while maintaining the status quo, staying well respected and relied upon. Despite committing murder after murder after murder, he loses no poise. Quite the opposite. He makes measured, efficient progress. And by the end of season 1, he is top boy. Brace yourselves for an adrenaline-fueled ride as we dive into the art of unleashing boldness, applying the timeless principles of the 48 laws of power to unravel the secrets behind his undeniable success. Get ready to witness what happens when audacity meets strategy and dominance as we decipher Dushane's unparalleled reign in the drug game.
No. Come Hackney, bro. You won't last a day in Hackney, bro. Come Hackney now. Force you. Come Hackney.
Frederick, why are you angry, babe? What's wrong? You're right.
Top Boy is based in Hackney, home of the rave spots, London Fields, Dalston, and an irascible community, where at least post-COVID, and way before, violence is glorified. Top Boy may seem unrealistic, for example with excessive swearing at the most random, standard occurrences, like the knock of a door.
Oh, you idiot! Don't fucking come around the house again before I smack you.
But Top Boy is not impossible when you consider the nature of what goes on in Hackney. Just take for example Homerton and London Fields feud, where beefs were inherited over time and all about revenge. In other areas of Hackney, things would get so sticky that in 2019 it got to the point where certain races vowed to kill other people of a certain race on site just because they were from one country. In Top Boy, Dushane's grip on reality also changes as rival drug dealers come in and violence escalates. Reputation is guarded with your life.
Well, come on, man, that's enough now. Get him up.
Law 28. Enter action with boldness. If you are unsure of a course of action, do not attempt it. Your doubts and hesitations will affect your execution. Timidity is dangerous. Better to enter with boldness. Any mistakes you commit through audacity are easily corrected through more audacity. Everyone admires the bold. No one honors the timid. From the book, better to be more like the Korean peasant who was so sure of himself that when he went to the millionaire Beyoncé and his glittering house to ask him for capital for his commercial business, he heard back, "Alright sir, where shall I send the money?" Better to be like this peasant, described by the richest man as speaking clearly without betraying shame or inferiority, unlike most common people who want to borrow money for a bad debt. When questioned, Beyoncé said, "I know money and I know men. Money often makes a man small, but a man like him makes big money. I am only glad to have helped a big man do big business." In the drug game, unlike most trappers, Dushane knows boldness is a tool and should never be the strategy behind all your actions. Kano's character, Sully, does not know the difference and frequently gets his emotions hijacked, where in this scene he kills a reformed, upstanding citizen for trying to help 14-year-old Renelle from trouble, taking one step forward and 2 steps backwards with his costly actions, since the dead man was not even involved in the drug game to even be considered competition. He was just looking out for Renelle. Like many of the 48 laws, Law 28 has a reversal. Not mastering boldness means there are half-hearted moments which could invite a vengeful person back into your life. Boldness is a tactical instrument to be used at the right moment. When Renelle tries to murder Dushane for Sully's botched, bold move, Dushane is firm but fair. When Renelle's mom boldly tells the big Dushane to stay away from her son, she also exhibits the expansive effect of boldness upon Dushane, and he recognizes and honors it. Despite having been wanted dead a minute ago, he fully controls his emotion. This willingness to control emotion and master boldness as a strategy separates him from guys like Kano and most trappers, as there is never a half-hearted moment. A real-life example of someone who blatantly used boldness as a tactic to acquire riches was disgraced New York rapper 6ix9ine, who seemed larger than life on social media and the music Billboard charts in 2018 and 19, despite only being on the music scene for a year and a half. Using the expansive effect of Boldness, he went to Chicago rappers Chief Keef and Lil Durk's neighborhood after many gang members from O Block banned him, and even appeared to place a hit on Chief Keef and his friend Tado on IG Live.
I got 30 packs right now, bro. 30 packs. Swear to God, I got 30 packs, bro.
We now know it was a strategy from this interview.
I'm gonna sit there and entertain y'all, but I'm not gonna sit there and die for y'all.
Coming at someone of a way higher status than you historically has always put them on the defensive, or at least made it look that way to onlookers. The inciting incident in season 1 of Top Boy comes when Dushane and Sully team up with the plug, Bobby Rakes, where stakes are high and money is big, then face direct competition in a turf war. They get robbed, and Dushane's big action plan is in jeopardy.
Come on, man, that's enough now.
Dushane had no option but to grasp the thorn rather than toy with it and get prickled, by retrieving his product by any means and taking out competition. Boldness saved the big action plan in the end, but Bobby Rakes was on his case and called Dushane, reminding him money is still due, and now the pressure was on. Another real problem that comes with becoming Top Boy was Rakes' associate coming for Dushane's family, not to mention a snitch posing as a friend to Dushane but working for the competition, which is how Dushane's competition were able to find and raid his trap house. Dushane would lose a lot of money he couldn't afford to lose through random raids on his trap house by the rivals. Now, to keep things stepping in his operations, Dushane had to expand more audaciously than before and maintain his status quo as a drug kingpin without making the wrong step with Boldness. Sully is a hot-headed character who would rather take aim at any problem that moves rather than take calculated aim taking out a real problem concerning the bigger picture of being a drug kingpin. This does not crystallize into circumstances of long-lasting power. There is a heavy pause in the series, and it's almost safe to assume that the many murders and mistakes made through Boldness snapped the boys out of the recklessness, as Sully is seen with his daughter and Dushane is going to church with his mother. The rival gang members were also obviously tipped off about the location of Dushane and Sully's operation, and it was messing with them that there was a snitch. However, when you take time to think, you create a gap that allows others time to think as well. Doubts spring up.
We knew this was gonna happen sooner or later.
Yeah, I would have preferred it to be later though, bro. Then I would have preferred it to be someone that fucking deserved it.
Both do is just block it out.
Boldness destroys such gaps. Earlier in the season, Dushane bottled Bobby Rakes' right-hand man. This guy was a partner of Bobby Rakes', and while Dushane appeared larger than life for this stunt, also protecting his family with these actions, he was in trouble with the big dog. When he used audacity to extract the location of the product, this bold affair led to them discovering that the rat was Rakes' partner all along, the man who was supposedly coming for Dushane. Dushane murdered him, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Dushane no longer had a man after him with big consequences, and his big action plan was back on as he thwarted the rat. This was only possible because they battered up the rival gang and killed them, and never took any offense concerning his business lightly. The swiftness of the moves and the energy of the action leaves the others no space to doubt and worry. Alive and larger than life, Dushane walks away from Sully, and he is now Top Boy. If you'd like to set your value high, understand, if boldness is not natural, neither is timidity. It is an acquired habit, picked up out of a desire to avoid conflict. If timidity has taken hold of you, then root it out. Your fears of the consequences of a bold action are way out of proportion to reality, and in fact, the consequences of timidity are worse. Your value is lowered, and you create a self-fulfilling cycle of doubt and disaster. Remember, the problems created by an audacious move can be disguised, even remedied by more and greater audacity. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please leave your thoughts below and what law of power, if any, you thought I was using in this video. Peace.